What is up guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and today we're going to be looking at Vauben and or Vauben Prime. He recently got quite a subtle change that really went kind of unnoticed in my opinion, but it is quite a good change. So in today's video we're going to be looking at his abilities, when they're most useful and what they're affected by. So his first ability, called Tesla, is one of his most underused abilities, which is probably rightly so because it's not that great. However, it does have an augment that can mean that they two link up and then there's a chain put between them, and if enemies go through that chain, they will be electrocuted. However, without this augment, it is just electric damage is dealt to enemies around that area. His next ability recently got set into 4, and this includes one that strips enemy armor, one that confuses enemies, one that trips over enemies, and obviously Bounce, which is his old ability. And this covers quite a good range of what you can use and what you can't use in certain missions. For example, Bounce is pretty fun. You can use it to, annoy your teammates, get up into high places, all stuff like that. The Tripwire is really good against melee enemies as well as infested. It knocks them over completely and it staggers them for a while. The one that knocks over enemies, it isn't that good against enemies that have guns. However, I guess if you combine it with a Nova or an Equinox or something that can slow down enemies, it'd be quite good. Moving on to his next ability, this actually strips enemies' armor, and this isn't too good because to make this 100% you really need to upgrade the power strength, which you can't really do in his build. And then the next one, which confuses them, is actually one of his best abilities here. Moving on to his next ability, called Bastille. This is, in my opinion, his best ability. This creates a small kind of dome area in a radius that enemies can't move in and out of if you have the augment on, repelling Bastille, or it's affected by strength if you don't have the augment. And this is so good because infested, like you can see in this mission, they can't get through it if you have repelling Bastille on. And then moving on to his fourth ability, called Vortex. This is like a mini black hole that enemies are sucked into. Moving on to the build. So what we have for the build today is we're going to start off again with corrosive projection like always, and then we're going to have as much range as possible for that Bastille, as well as we're going to have quite a lot of duration. So to have that, we have overextended, cunning, drift and stretch for the range, really nice. However, what counteracts it is the narrow-minded, which increases duration yet takes away range. However, combined with the prime continuity, it's really worth having that much duration in there. And then so we can spam the abilities, we have fleeting expertise and streamline. This is to increase efficiency so we can keep on spamming it constantly. And then finally we have prime flow and repelling Bastille. Prime flow obviously so we can keep on spamming it so we won't run out of energy, etc. And then repelling Bastille, like I said, it really keeps enemies out of the area. But that's about it guys, and peace.